Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful recap is in for Monday, November 17, 2025. In today's episode, Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada somehow manages to escape. Later, she ambushes Will Spencer Krumaro when Electra Forrester Lania Grace goes to the office at the Cliff House. John Finn Finnegan Tanner Novlin comes in from the beach. Steffi Forrester Finnegan Jacqueline McInnes Wood mentions they should take advantage while the kids are gone. They smooch. It's been a while since they've had alone time. They cook together and talk about how precious life is. Finn has saved her so many times. Finn sees how precious time is while working at the hospital. The brunette is relieved Luna is long gone. At Bill Spencer's Don Diamont mansion, he is so happy Katie, Logan, Heather, Tom is back. They talk about helping Will. While Bill calls her a moral compass, she reminds him that she's made mistakes too. Bill gets a phone call that upsets him. When he hangs up, Bill talks about how lost he is without her. Although Katie can take care of herself, she will always be there for Bill. Nearly losing Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton changed Bill. Katie gushes about Electra. She is just so amazing. Then, they talk about rooting for their son and doing what they can to help him. Katie is proud of Bill for stepping up as a father. At the prison, Luna is still in the laundry cart. The delivery men notice there are no guards around. They decide to go back to the truck and watch videos until someone arrives. Luna ends up escaping anyway. Meanwhile, Will and Electra are at the beach house. The young man is grilling and they talk about the peace after the whole Luna situation. After eating, they go for a stroll while Luna hides in the bushes. A woman runs up to the outdoor shower and uses it. While she's distracted, Luna steals her clothes. Will and Electra come back in time to see the stranger and chase her off. They kiss while Luna watches. Will and Electra move inside to continue making out. Luna is still watching. Ivy Forrester Ashley Brewer suddenly texts. Electra has to run to the office. Once Electra is gone, Luna bursts in. Will gawks at her with a goofy face as Luna smiles widely, announcing that she just had to see him. Monday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful was a weaving of tension, tenderness, and jaw-dropping surprises. From Will Spencer's startling ambush to Luna's baffling disappearance and Bill's sudden happiness that had everyone raising an eyebrow, the episode left fans buzzing. Here's your dramatic 2,000-word creative recap of everything that unfolded. The episode opened with a crisp morning skyline over Los Angeles and an unusually serene Spencer Publications. Bill Spencer was already in his office, sipping strong coffee, staring at the gleaming miniature sword on his desk with a surprisingly soft expression. That alone told viewers something was off. Bill doesn't do soft. Wyatt popped by with files, ready to discuss quarterly adjustments, but immediately clocked his father's mysterious smile, a smile that stretched too far, lasted too long, and carried a rare glow. "You look happy," Wyatt said, suspicious as ever. Bill didn't deny it. He leaned back, clasped his hands, and let out a small satisfied breath. "It's a good day, son," he said. "Feels like things are finally falling into place." Wyatt raised an eyebrow, knowing Bill rarely used that tone unless he was hiding something or someone. But before Wyatt could pry, Allison, Bill's trusted assistant, burst in with urgent documents for signature. Her flustered expression hinted that she too sensed the shift in Bill's mood, yet she said nothing. Little did they know, an event miles away would soon wipe the smile from Bill's face. Meanwhile, a suddenly grown-up Will Spencer made his way across campus, backpack slung over his shoulder, eyes glued to his phone. Monday was supposed to be ordinary, a quiz in economics, lunch with classmates, and an evening check-in with his father. Instead, Will found himself cornered behind the student union by two older guys with dark hoodies and darker intentions. They weren't random, not in the soap world. "You're Will Spencer, right?" the taller one asked, stepping into Will's path. Will stiffened. Spencer name recognition was both a blessing and a curse. "Yeah, who's asking?" he replied, voice steady but cautious. The second guy smirked. "We heard your dad's got deep pockets. Thought maybe you'd help us out." What happened next was fast, messy, and left Will shaken. They grabbed his backpack, shoved him hard against the brick wall, and made threats about what would happen if he didn't cooperate next time. The ambush was less about the physical attack and more about the psychological hit. Will stumbled out of the alley, breath trembling, pride bruised, and fear rising. The first name he thought of wasn't Wyatt, wasn't Katie, it was Bill. Across town, The energy inside Forrester Creations was far from calm. Steffi was pacing her office like a caged tiger. Finn's text messages buzzed on her phone, each more anxious than the last. Still no sign of Luna. Luna had vanished the previous night after a heated confrontation with Steffi, but the details remained murky. The last confirmed sighting was her rushing down a corridor, tears streaming, clutching her phone as if holding onto a lifeline. Even worse, her car wasn't in the parking lot this morning. She wouldn't just disappear, Finn insisted over the phone. She was scared. Steffi's jaw tightened. I didn't threaten her. I told her the truth. The truth, or Steffi's version of it. Lee entered the office next, her face carved in disapproval. This is bad, Lee said immediately. Luna is vulnerable. She runs when she feels cornered. Steffi bristled at the implication that she had pushed Luna to that edge, but the tension said otherwise. This isn't on me, Steffi insisted. If Luna's missing, we need to focus on finding her. Despite her words, guilt flickered in her eyes. As the chaos grew, the episode cut to a surprise setting. A quiet coastal highway, early morning fog drifting through the scene, and then Luna, disheveled, exhausted, and seated in the back of a rideshare car, staring blankly out the window. She wasn't kidnapped. She wasn't injured, but she wasn't okay. Flashbacks revealed a cascade of events from the night before. The emotional spiral after Steffi's accusations, her frantic call to Remy, her confusion as she stumbled toward the parking lot, the sudden decision to climb into a stranger's car the moment it slowed near. It was impulsive, reckless, but not malicious. Luna was running not from danger, but from despair. As the driver softly asked if she needed water, Luna's voice quivered. Just keep going, but where? Even she didn't know yet. Back at Spencer Publications, Bill was reviewing reports when his phone rang. At first, he assumed it was Katie confirming dinner plans, but when he saw Will's name, he answered immediately. What he heard, the shaky breaths. The crack in Will's voice turned Bill's happiness into raw fury in seconds. Dad, something happened. Those 3 words poured gasoline on Bill's instincts. He stood up so fast his chair rolled backward and slammed into a cabinet. Wyatt watched with concern as Bill barked orders to his security team, to Allison, to anyone who could track down the guys who ambushed his son. When Will finally described the attack, Bill's jaw clenched so tightly a muscle twitched. I'm coming to you now, Bill said, voice low and dangerous. He hung up, already halfway out the door. Wyatt followed, trying to temper the impending explosion. Dad, let's stay calm. They touched my son. Bill's voice cut like steel. There's no calm. At the hospital, Finn struggled to stay focused on patients. His mind kept drifting back to Luna. He reached out to Remy, Poppy, even Ivy. Nobody knew where she was. Then a call came in from the police. Luna's car had been located near a beach overlook. Abandoned. Finn's stomach dropped. He immediately alerted Lee and Steffi. Steffi's eyes widened with horror. Finn. What if Finn didn't let her finish the sentence? He couldn't. Meanwhile, the rideshare car finally stopped. Luna had asked the driver to take her to the coastline, somewhere quiet, somewhere she could breathe. She stepped out, the crisp ocean wind brushing her hair, her eyes red from crying. She walked barefoot across the sand, replaying every painful word Steffi had hurled at her, every doubt she ever had about belonging in the Forrester world. But then, something shifted. She reached into her pocket and pulled out a small charm. A tiny seashell pendant her mother Poppy had given her years ago, a symbol of new beginnings. Her breath steadied. Luna wasn't giving up. She just needed time and clarity. At the university, Will waited anxiously near the administration building. When Bill finally arrived, he pulled his son into a tight embrace. For a moment, Will allowed himself to sink into his father's protection. Bill examined him, anger flashing again when he noticed slight bruising. You should have told me sooner, Bill said, softened but hurting. I didn't want you blowing up, Will admitted. Too late for that. But instead of launching into revenge mode, Bill sat with Will on a nearby bench. He listened. He reassured. He promised protection, Spencer style for fans. The scene echoed classic Bill. Fierce love wrapped in dangerous resolve. Back at Forrester, the entire office buzzed with whispers about Luna's disappearance. RJ grew frantic, storming into the design room demanding answers. Steffi faced the brunt of his rage. What did you say to her? He snapped. Enough, Lee warned, stepping between them. But RJ refused to back down. If anything happens to Luna, it's on you. The accusation hit Steffi harder than expected. Her confidence cracked. A flicker of guilt washed across her face when she recalled how she cornered Luna, how her words struck deeper than intended. Even Thomas, watching nearby, felt uneasy. The Forresters had weathered many scandals, but a missing woman tied so closely to the family was dangerous territory. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.